Hello, welcome
Oh, no.
to episode. I really thought I had something ready to go, and I absolutely didn't. We said before this because we should mention we got. I guess I'm Niall. I'm with Gideon. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm good, thank you very much. I have just shaved the pubic hairs of a pig.
Oh shit, man, that
Yeah,
sounds tough.
Pretty deep.
Yeah, we were very kindly featured on an article last week.
We were.
Of the top
Medium.
10 best new anchor podcasts of 2020. So massive shout out to whoever made that list. Did you just say it was a website called Medium?
It was on Medium, yeah. Oh, what's the guy's
Yeah.
name? Hold on, I'll find it.
Yeah, you can find it.
I'll
I did know
personally
it, but
thank
I've
him.
lost it. But so we were on that, and they were very kind to include us on that list of the top 10 best new anchor podcasts of the year. They said some very kind things about us. But they said that one thing we need to improve on is changing our intro, which honestly
Yes.
I kind of agree with.
It was Caden James. Thank you very
Caden
much,
James.
Caden. Much
Shout out.
appreciated.
But yeah, so he said we should change our intro, and I agree. Our intro got old and it was too simple. So I said to Gideon,
So we went with that.
yeah, I said to Gideon immediately before recording this, hey, remember we've got to change the intro, but I'll just improvise something when we press record.
And then you went and did. "Ah."
Yeah, I really thought I was going to be able to just like come in off the back with "Hello everyone, welcome to episode," but then I realised that I don't know what episode we're
We
on.
really should be better at improv. I think it's 17 now.
17.
I think so,
Jeez.
yeah.
It's only been 17 weeks. Or I guess not, because we were doing it twice
yeah,
a
we
week
were
for a
doing it.
while.
It's been less than that.
Yeah, we're on episode 17 now, and my mic's playing up. This
Yeah.
mic cord's a bit dodgy, but
Hope you
yeah,
enjoyed
episode
that
17.
little noise.
yeah. Can you imagine? Well, this is the furthest I've ever got with a podcast, and I've been podcasting for 4 years. So
I don't know
look,
why you're saying that with an inquisitive tone, like I'm going to know.
I can't remember. It was 2016, so coming up on 4 years now.
Yeah.
Because like in August. But yeah, this podcast's never gonna die. We're here forever.
I tried to do like a really high-pitched woo, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
It just came out as air.
Yeah, I realised about a year ago I can't woo.
Yeah,
I've lost the
depends.
ability to woo.
I feel like in the morning I can woo. Like I can do a good woo in the morning. And the thing is, if you're
So
trying
you've
to
just
woo,
got to
you've
go
got to
and see
for it.
shows at like 9 a.m.
You've really got to go for it with a woo, though.
Yeah.
Like you can't
I-
do a quiet, high-pitched woo. It doesn't work.
You can still go, woo! And like that's...
Yeah, but then you just sound
there's
like
no
you're from
passion
Mario,
there.
don't you?
Yeah! Oh, I can't even
Yeah,
do
there
that,
you go.
did you? I
Can't even
dropped
do
out in the
Yahoo.
second syllable. I really tried that. I used to be able to do like a spot on Winnie the Pooh impression, which was something to
Go on,
behold.
give it a go.
But I know because I can't do it anymore because my voice just doesn't work
Winnie
that
the
way.
Pooh's just the voice is just creepy though. Like it is.
Hello.
Yeah. That's,
Oh,
that's
that was-
horrendous.
It
sound
used to
like
be
Herbert
good, I
from Family
promise. Oh, I've seen like 3 episodes of Family Guy. There's a Tame Impala reference in one of them. It's great stuff.
Great.
We gotta mention Tame Impala on every episode. That's the rules.
There
I
was
think.
there was the Tame Impala mention. Do you know what else we have to do on every
Yeah.
episode?
Oh no, please no.
What's Gideon doing at this exact moment in time?
Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much.
No, you don't. You love it.
What? I'm so excited for lockdown to be over because when we're doing this in person, this segment cannot continue.
No, I will bring blindfolds and I'll do whatever I'm
my
doing.
God,
And you'll have to
you've
guess.
you've actually got the
I've
plan.
got it planned out, mate.
Right, so I'm hearing a lot of noise,
Yeah.
but I don't know what that could be. It sounds like almost like you're opening something. Are you opening like a box?
You're not far off. I'm not opening a box though.
Okay. Are you eating sweets? Because I feel like I can
I'm
hear
not.
packaging.
I'm professional. I do not eat on the podcast.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know.
I was. Do you want
In
to
fact,
know?
no. Stop a
oh.
second, listeners. This is the first time we're doing it. Our Twitter and Instagram are both at MTO Pod. So don't listen to the rest of it. Just pause your podcast
no, do
in a
listen
second.
to the rest of it.
No, listen to the rest of it, but pause the podcast. Tell us what you think Gideon's doing right now. We'll wait for this to come in. This is live, by the way, Gideon. I forgot to tell you. This is live. We'll wait for the messages to come
Hello,
in.
everyone live.
And
I just
Let
had a
them
look.
all guess.
No one has guessed it. I am shocked.
right,
So,
you gotta
do you want to know
gotta
what it
tell us.
was, guys?
Yeah.
I
End this
was
as quickly as possible.
reading the Gooey Chewy Rumble plot book. Now, a little bit of background into this book.
Oh,
This was, one of my favourite books as a
it's
smaller child.
back.
It's a
You've
book
mentioned
about
this book
digestion. And I'll just read a little excerpt about the stomach.
I really wish you wouldn't.
Splish, splash, splosh. The stomach is like a stretchy, muscular bag with a valve at each end to stop the contents escaping. These valves are like taps. They open and shut to let food in and out. To mix your food with the digestive juices, the walls of the stomach constantly squeeze and squish and slosh it about. That was a real tongue twister.
That explains.
This
This
action
book-
breaks the food into small bits. When the food at the bottom of the bag is
Still
squashed
going.
into a gloopy mixture, the tap at the bottom turns on and the gloop drained into the small intestine. Here's a foul fact for you. Before you're sick, your mouth fills with dribble.
Gideon,
This is to protect the
stop.
enamel of your teeth from the
Gideon.
stomach acid that's on its way. There you go.
Gideon,
There was an
that
excerpt of the
it?
Gooey Chewy Rumble plot book for you.
that book
Would recommend.
explains. That book that
It
explains
does
your
explain
entire
so
sense of
much
humor.
about me, to be fair. It does.
Do we want to back that straight into my big new segment? Things that annoy me, or whatever it was called.
It was, wasn't it? Things that, was it things that fucked me off? Was it that?
Oh yeah, it was things
I
that
think it
fucked
was
me
that.
off.
Yeah, go
Right,
for
so
it.
welcome back to this segment. This week's thing that fucks me off is Gideon's dumbass "What am I doing right now?" segment.
Have you just remembered that this segment exists? That,
Yes,
that it exists
and I'm
and
just-
you've decided to do it on me.
And I'm just saying what's annoying me at the moment, and it's you.
Okay, let's do another round of what's Gideon doing
No,
at the exact moment
no,
in time.
don't,
I'll tell you what he's
don't.
doing. He's being incredibly
My
annoyed
thing-
at Niall for hating what is Gideon doing at this exact moment in time.
My thing that fucks me off to part 2 is Gideon getting annoyed at me for making.
I don't
my
want to do this
segment.
anymore because we have
Yeah.
a plan of doing this for half an hour and it's not.
This will
gonna
be the whole
simple.
episode. We wanted to talk about bread today, didn't we?
We did want to talk about bread, but also just a very quick thing, just
Okay.
off topic. Last episode,
That was going to be a great segment, and you've ruined it.
Yeah, I don't care. Last episode we were talking about comedians and
Oh yeah.
funny people that we like, and we completely
Gideon.
forgot to mention. We completely
it?
forgot to mention Auntie Donna,
Yeah.
who, if you don't know, are an Australian sketch comedy group.
We're both massive Auntie Donna fans.
yeah.
I've been a fan since 2016, so for a good few years now.
I've been a fan.
You've been a
since
fan
this
for a
year.
solid few weeks.
Yeah, since
so-
you introduced me.
But no, like we're both massive fans of them. I think we've watched their entire YouTube catalog.
I reckon I probably have. Yeah.
You haven't seen their album live show yet? I don't.
I haven't.
think,
No, I haven't.
Which we've got to watch soon
Yeah. We've got
because
other
there's
stuff
some
on the
great
list as
like
well.
alternate versions of some songs on there. But yeah, we're both massive Auntie Donna fans. They're extremely funny, and they're sort of the thing that we want to be trying to do when we're doing sketches.
Yeah.
So yeah, if
That's
you
what we
want
have to
to
look
tease at
forward
what
to.
we're gonna try, go and check out Auntie Donna.
We're not just copying them. We promise.
Oh yeah, no. My character's not called Man Beast. It's called Man. Boss.
That's
Yeah.
literally what the sketch ends with. It ends with
Yeah.
him having a typo that
I was-
says Man Boss.
I was trying to think of something that wasn't Man Bust.
Okay,
Oh, it's quite
no.
difficult.
I've got a really good segment.
Okay.
What would you call Man Beast if you were talking about him in the context of our next segment? Man Yeast.
Ah.
We're talking about bread.
I was gonna say Man Rye.
Man Yeast, Niall. Man Yeast.
Have you seen their filling up on cheese before dinner video?
Yes, but I just did an incredible segue
Yeah,
to
no,
talking
no.
about
For
bread,
some reason,
Niall.
just thinking of like rye and brie and like different foods made me think of that video. So look, I have a habit of doing Instagram question things on my story, and at no point do I think I've ever answered any of the questions that have been asked of me.
You have a bit today when people have actually asked you about bread.
Well, yeah, so what I was doing today is just every question that I got, I was just replying with, oh, I feel like that's a bit of a personal question that I don't really want to answer. And I love it when people realise, after a couple of them, what I'm doing, and start asking, like, intentional questions. Someone asked me if I had HIV, and I was sort of forced to just go, oh, that's a really personal question, but I'll answer it at some other point. And I like to think someone has screenshot that and will use it against me in 10 years.
Yeah, probably.
But,
You get cancelled for that.
So another thing I was doing with this one is saying, hang on, you think I'm going to get cancelled for having HIV?
Yep.
Sure.
That's
sure.
unprotected sex, isn't it? That's not a good thing to. That's not a good thing to be, doing as a role model.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got me there.
I have indeed.
Freddie Mercury. Get rid of him.
Yeah, I know. I just thought of that, and I was like,
Yeah.
it doesn't really work, does it?
Yeah, so another thing I was doing is like every couple of ones I'd be like, oh, that's a bit personal. Anyone got any questions about bread? What I didn't expect as a side effect of that is now people are actually asking me questions about bread, but I can't say to that, oh, that's a bit personal,
you have
because
to just
the
answer
bit
it.
was... So I'm having to just answer questions about bread.
Yeah. I've got a question about bread for you, Niall. I've
Yeah,
got
hit
the
me.
list of every single Subway bread here. Okay, some of them
Ooh,
we might not have
okay.
had because they might only be in like American ones or something. But you got the ones that are in every restaurant and then a few other ones that we might or might not have had. So we got 9-grain wheat,
My
multi-grain
favourite.
flat. Really? Okay.
Yeah, 9-grain wheat, my absolute
Oh,
favourite.
mate, you see, mine's hearty Italian, but I'll move on.
Alright.
We got 9-grain wheat, multi-grain flatbread, Italian herbs and cheese, flatbread, or you got your hearty Italian, your 9-grain honey oat, which I've never had, but I'm not sure if that really appeals to me.
I think I had it once because I was like, oh, it's probably quite similar to 9-grain wheat, and I genuinely can't remember if I liked it or not.
It just doesn't. I just don't really see the point of that.
Yeah, there are like 3 Subways near us. We should, when
There are.
lockdown's over, we've got to do a video.
We should
We get
get
every
single
possible
combination,
Subway
yeah.
combination. Yeah, there's just thousands of sandwiches on the table.
That'd be great.
When we do that. Yeah, we both had the exact same idea there.
We've got jalapeno cheese or jalapeno. Oh, I've never had that one.
Are these still bread flavors?
They are still bread.
Types.
It's your Subway restaurant might have these breads.
Yeah,
Monterey cheddar.
that sounds good.
It does that, to be fair, cheesy bread for
Yeah.
a sub. Sounds good. Got a Parmesan oregano, roasted garlic. See that? I think that sounds paying.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
You have to have garlic in everything though. It's garlic bread, Niall.
Yeah, oh, well, yeah, I guess it's just like garlic bread.
You
But
got,
I'm not sure how I'd feel with like having a garlic bread sandwich.
yeah, that's true. To be fair, like having meat and cheese and veg in
Yeah.
garlic bread.
I like
It's a
garlic
weird
bread, but I
concept.
don't think it's a good sandwich bread.
Yeah, I can respect that. We got rosemary and sea salt, which sounds alright.
Yeah.
Sounds decent. You got rye bread.
They do. Oh, Subway have done rye.
Apparently so.
I love rye.
And then gluten-free bread, which no one who can eat gluten would pick.
Grow up.
Grow
If you
up with
can't
your
eat gluten,
intolerance.
grow up. No, we very clearly don't mean that. This is an
Yeah.
episode of me getting cancelled, I
I have
think.
had to eat special diets for a long time because one of my sisters is allergic to dairy and the other one is vegetarian. So when they're both home, I just pretty much have to eat vegan, which
Oh.
is
Have you thought about killing them?
not seriously,
But you
But-
have, the thought has crossed your mind.
but I have thought I would get to eat meat and dairy regularly if I did.
Yeah, that's
But I
very fair.
I won't. I don't I don't plan on it.
Me and my friend were talking the other day, and we were saying like we were making up plans on how we'd kill each other if given the chance.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing she asked me was, "Are you deadly like allergic to anything?" And I don't think I am, but how
I'm
would?
not.
Because I feel like I've not eaten many foods, if that makes sense. Like I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I'm very like down the line in what I've eaten. I don't think I've ever eaten a cherry.
You've never eaten a cherry of any variation.
No. But what I will say is
not like
I've
a glacé cherry on a cake.
no, I think I
If
just
you've
throw it
had like,
away.
I assume you might not have eaten them, but you've had like cherry drinks, right?
I think I tried cherry aid once and went, all right.
Okay.
But so like, but I should mention this. I've got a wax melt now, and in there at the moment, and this is probably my favorite smell, is cherry.
There you
So I
go.
think I really like the smell. I think I gotta try some
I
cherries.
think the first episode we can meet up for, I'll bring a load of cherries. I'll bring different variations of cherries. I'll bring normal cherries. I'll bring some glacé cherries. I'll get some normal cherries and like put them in caramel or something.
Cherry
Uh,
Malams are my favorite flavor of Malams. I think
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
really like cherry.
I'm gonna bring a selection of cherries, and I guarantee you will like at least one of them.
Gideon, fill the air. I'm going to go to the shop real quick and just buy a bunch of cherries. And
No,
bring
I
them
don't
back.
think you should do that.
Yeah. So Subway. So out of those breads, which did you say was your favourite? Was it Hearty
Hearty
Italian?
Italian, yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
Mine is definitely 9-grain wheat, but I am partial to a bit of Italian. I don't think I've ever had Hearty Italian, but I do like Italian.
Yeah.
What do you have on your Subway?
Oh, it depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes, you gotta go for the classic meatball marinara. You just have to.
Yeah.
If I'm making one of my own, generally, so you get your cheese, lettuce. In terms of meats, if I'm making my own, I might go for chicken. I don't tend to go for the steak if I'm making my own. If I'm making my own sub, like the only place a steak should be in a sub is in the steak and cheese one. But I guess I'd say I'll probably get chicken or maybe salami at a stretch, and then you've got to get your mayo. I think I already said jalapenos, but you got to have jalapenos in it, and it's just a good sub, good classic sub that is.
I think I'm a bit of a basic bitch because if I'm making my own, I'll usually just have ham and cheese and that's it. Like
What's the
no
point?
vegetables, anything like that. But
What's the point of going to Subway to get a ham and cheese sandwich?
Because that's the type of cheese they use, and it toasted, and
you
it,
can
like,
do that yourself. Just make a ham and cheese toasty.
I do like ham and cheese toasties, but like I think it's like the type of bread they use. What fucking shop sells 9-grain wheat?
I'm sure you could probably buy it from Subway, maybe.
Maybe, but so that's what I'll have if I'm making my own. But and sometimes I'll chuck some bacon on there. Sometimes I'll chuck on some meatballs. But I do like a good meatball.
Oh no, I can
to time.
confirm that you can't buy the Subway bread anywhere. They just get the dough sent, just to them.
Surely you
that's
can buy
really sad.
9-grain wheat somewhere. They haven't
you can, but you
invented
can't get the
their
Subway
bread.
one. There's something about the Subway breads that's just special.
You can buy whole grain loaves. Oh wait, so is 9-grain wheat just whole grain?
I guess so, but Subway they just do something, man. I don't know what
they
they
got
do to
something
their
in there.
breads, but
Just a bit of crack in there, I reckon.
maybe. It's a good theory, Niall.
Yeah. I think the reason why I haven't ever had 9-grain wheat bread and gone, oh, this tastes like Subway, is because I've never done a toasty with 9-grain wheat bread. And I always get my Subways toasted.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. What's the point in going to Subway if you're not going to toast it?
Yeah, you were wrong, and if you don't get your sub toasted, that's just a fact.
I might go and make myself a toasty after this. I'm in a big toasty mood now. Yeah, that sounds good.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm just having a moment. Yeah, we love our bread. So back to bread. Other than the Subway breads, what is your? Because this is a question that I was asked like 6 times. What is your favourite type of bread?
Just let me say this, right? In quarantine, because we have a co-op down our road, right? Well, we have two.
Not our road, by the way. We don't.
Yeah,
share
it was
a
in
house. I just want to
my-
make it clear for
my
listeners.
family. But the fresh bread they do there, nothing beats just a fresh loaf of white bread with butter on it. Or, I'll tell you what, one of the fresh breads that they do at the co-op, which I'll describe, which is amazing, is an olive sourdough bread. That, with butter, is incredible.
Sounds interesting.
It's amazing.
I didn't say this on my story because I knew I was going to get absolutely slated for it.
I guarantee you're going to get slated for it.
But I'm prepared to defend myself.
Okay.
I absolutely love brown bread.
I'm
love
not
it.
mad at that. I mean, I don't see how you could prefer it to white bread. Do you?
Oh, I absolutely do.
Okay, that's weird.
I like white bread, but brown bread is leagues better. It's better for toast. It's better for sandwiches. Better for toasties. It's better. Like I don't get where everyone's
Get
sort of
in,
universal
sorry.
love. Sorry,
We've just gone one. We scored. Carry on.
Yeah, I don't think Liverpool and Villa are playing, by the way.
Yeah.
But I don't think. I don't get where this whole like white bread superiority has come from.
Sadio Mane, beautiful.
Brown bread lives matter.
That's alright. I feel like you've just gone off on one there. And I haven't
Yeah,
really
no,
been
you've been
listening.
so distracted that I just took this as an opportunity to talk about like white supremacy.
White supremacy in terms of bread.
But
Great.
bread is a good way to like look at that
It's-
because
it's
there
like
is
the
this
egg metaphor.
there is this superiority for white bread.
Where they have like the you know, the lighter egg and the darker egg.
Yeah.
Inside we all just some egg for real.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think white bread, we're talking about bread, not eggs now. I've changed it again. But white bread has privilege. And white bread people need to check their privilege.
I understand. And I mean brown bread it's better for you.
And it's just better in general.
But it's just not though, is it?
It absolutely is.
It's not.
I don't get how anyone disagrees with me here.
I guarantee if we put like a poll up somewhere, it will be in favour of white bread.
Oh,
White
yeah,
bread is
I
just
know.
so much.
I'm
it just-
aware.
it
I'm
tastes-
aware that
it
people
feels
prefer it. But
lighter and
I think-
just sort of smoother. It's
yeah,
just,
but I'm a big boy. I want my rough and heavy bread.
yeah, but then that's where you get like a loaf of fresh bread. If you're looking for like, you know, like a factory made loaf, you go for white bread.
No.
If you
no.
want like a nice sort of rough loaf of bread, you get fresh bread. You can get like a sourdough. That's good. Go for whatever you want. But if you just want a factory made bread that you want like toasties or sandwiches with, you get white bread.
No, I always opt for brown bread. And the annoying thing is, everyone in my family like prefers white bread, so I'm always stuck with
have a
white
lot of
bread.
respect for your family.
And I want brown bread. I want brown bread.
No one's
I
stopping
want
you.
brown bread. But I don't do the shopping. So it's my fault. Like, but yeah. When I move
realistically,
out,
moral of the
when
story
I
is
move
it's
out,
really not that deep. It's bread.
no, it's more than bread.
It's
It's
not.
a lifestyle, Gideon.
Okay, no.
I'm taking this to my grave. I'll die on this bread hill.
All right then. Are those going to be your last words? Something to do with brown bread?
Yes.
Great.
Yes, give brown bread the chance it deserves. Everyone
Give
listening to
brown
this,
bread the vote.
go. Everyone listening to this, we get decent listeners now. Go out, buy yourself a loaf of brown bread, and try and tell me it's
Or
not great.
do some sort of blind taste test, you know, get a bit of white bread, bit of brown bread.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear anything you're saying if you're
Oh,
speaking.
okay, I think I can't tell if you're doing this on purpose as a bit, or if you actually can't hear me.
Right, hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Right, I've had to switch over to my phone because my Wi-Fi on my computer just died.
Right, okay, there is a lot of noise.
Yeah,
Going
I'm just
on.
putting my headphones in, so it might be a bit loud.
Okay.
Right, the show must go on.
Yeah, we go again.
Right. So what were you saying?
I was saying you could just do a blind taste test where you get white bread and brown bread, see which is better. Because it's white bread.
It's. I'm gonna take. This is upsetting me. We're gonna do this.
So
At our
you
live
actually want to
show-
do that? Okay.
Yeah. No. If
No,
we
just,
do a
we'll
live
just do it
show.
when we meet up for the podcast. We can do it then. That's fine.
All right.
Or we can do it.
But
as a YouTube video.
I also want to go
we could
to.
rank every single bread.
I also want to, at a live show, just give out loaves of brown bread to people and say, look, this is from me to you. Go make yourself a brown bread sandwich. Come back to me, and I dare you to tell me that you don't love it.
Yeah, but that's just a sandwich. Like, brown bread is still good.
Right,
Like,
they can
it's
make
very
whatever
good,
they
but
want
it's
with
not
it.
on
Like,
the
I don't-
level of white bread. It just isn't.
Brown bread is better for toast. Confirm or deny.
No, I'm gonna deny.
Get lost. Like, at the very least,
No.
it's better for toast.
No. When you get that perfect golden crisp on white bread when you toast it with butter on it, that is heaven.
This is the most insane thing I've ever heard.
I
And I know
really
that
don't
I'm
think...
in the minority here.
Yeah, you are. There's a reason for that.
I've literally gone my entire life up until about a year ago thinking brown bread was just like everyone accepted it as the better one.
No, Niall. Just no.
And have I been wrong this whole time?
Yes, you have been totally wrong. Like, that is just factually incorrect.
It's not. It's my
If
opinion.
you did a survey... Yeah, but you just said, you lived thinking everyone preferred brown bread.
Well,
if you
yeah,
did a survey, I
that's
guarantee it would be a landslide for white bread.
But it shouldn't be. This is what happened with Trump, okay?
No, Niall, that's
Everyone
your opinion.
oppressed to be
That's your
according to-
opinion. Other people also have their opinions, and most people's opinion is that white bread is better than brown bread.
And they're wrong. And I'm right.
It's opinions, Niall. Bread is subjective.
Bread is an art form. Speaking of art forms, I got Haim's new album. We did it. We did the best segue.
No, that was not better than Man Yeast. There is no way that was
Yeah,
on the
to
same
be
level as
fair.
Man U's.
To be
I
fair.
won't hear it.
And both segues I ruined by bringing attention to the fact that
No, it
it
was
was
a
in fact a
segue.
segue. But so Haim's new album, Women in Music Part 3, came out a couple of weeks ago, and I was waiting out to get the vinyl. I was like, I might just listen to it on vinyl for the first time. But then, goes
But
up,
then.
UK only, they put this thing for like 30 quid on their website. You get 3 cassettes with like different covers, and it's each of the members, and each of them has signed it. A CD,
Yeah.
a signed postcard, and the kicker, the thing that made me go, okay, this is available for a limited time, I need to buy this now, is you tell them your name in your order, and then some point in July, which it is at the moment, I'm getting mic noise again, please just ignore it, they record a custom voicemail message for you to put on your phone, so that, Gideon, if you call me when we're meant to do this podcast, if we used phones to do this,
It's
which
going to
we
be
don't,
them
we use
saying,
ICQ.
no, I can't
it'll
answer
be-
right now.
Yeah, it'll be like, hey, it's Alana from Haim, or whichever member does it. It's Alana from Haim, or whatever. No, I can't come to the phone right now. Go
You're really a
away.
bit of a fanboy, aren't you?
I'm a big Haim fan. I've been a fan of Haim longer than I've been a fan of Tame Impala,
Wow.
and that's saying something. So, look,
I've been trying to think
They-
of puns to do with Haim for that.
they got the number one album in Britain at the moment. Check it out, because I've listened to the singles. I wanted to hold off until I had the CD or the vinyl to listen to it. I've got it now, so I'm going to be listening to that tonight. And I've heard it's a great album. So get on that now. Do it.
This is
Gideon,
this is a bit
listen to
forceful.
it right now.
I,
Put it on in the background whilst we do this.
Please.
We've done nearly half an hour. Do we want to wrap this up?
Yeah, but don't you have someone you want to shout out now?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, and also, here's an ad. Right, hello, and welcome back from the ad, back to the show, and into another ad, an unpaid ad. We figured, because, like, this show's kind of a thing now, it's kind of this is proper. We want to spread the love, we want to spread the positivity, I guess, that's really cheesy, but we're doing a new segment at the end of every episode, called the Shout Out segment, where every week we're going to take... Yes. Look, if anyone's got a better name, please write in.
Yeah.
Our socials we said at some point earlier in this
MTO
episode,
pod.
so look, yeah, if you have a better suggestion, write in and we'll use it. And if you have a theme song, it's too much effort to edit in. I'll play it through my phone down the mic, but send that in if you want.
Yeah.
So this segment is pretty self-explanatory. At the end of every episode, we're going to take another podcast that we love, or have listened to, and we're going to shout them out. This week's podcast is by Chris Tetroblay, who does Tetro.
Chris
I'm
Tetroblay.
I'm just going to say this. I'm going to pronounce everyone in this segment's name wrong. Even if it's like the most like... even if it's
Dave.
like John Smith,
Dave
I will
Smith.
get it wrong. I'll figure out a way.
Dav Smith.
But yeah, so he's a writer, and he's got a brilliant podcast where he discusses his writing journey, his influences, and all sorts of stuff like that through writing his books. His books are available on Amazon and stuff like that. He talks about it all in his podcast. I really recommend it. It's a great show. I've talked to him before. He's really nice. And here's a clip from his show if you want to take a listen.
I took a day's holiday from work and I went up to Exeter, sort of my sort of spiritual home ground for writing. A lot of my writing happened in Exeter. So it seemed to fit that I would do the final bit to prepare this book for release in Exeter. And I went to Exeter Library and I sat in Exeter Library most of the day, just going through the manuscript, making sure it's formatted properly, proofreading it, everything within that day. And I was actually booked to be up there anyway because I was going to... I grew up as a professional wrestling fan. I'd got tickets to go and see a wrestling show in Exeter where there were going to be a couple of guys I grew up watching. You know, it's my chance to... It would be the second chance I'd had to see some of my like childhood heroes in person. So I was quite excited about that. So I held myself up in Exeter Library, looking forward to that night anyway, but also putting the final touches to this book. And at the end of that day, I got such a sense of fulfillment because my book was ready. It was the first full novel that I was going to put out there with my name all over it, not only having written it but put it together, publishing it, and also capping it off that day with a moment that I could go back and revisit my childhood. Just me. My wife would never come along to it. So, it was a good day. It's one that's stuck in my mind.
Wow, Chris Tetroblay, nice clip, bro.
That was incredible. Wow, what a great podcast. It makes
That
me
was
really
a
want to
really
listen
bad
to
one.
it. Whoa!
Woo!
That sounded more annoyed. But
I just can't do it.
I'm well aware that my mic cable is going insane, by the way. I've switched mics and I thought it would fix it. It has not.
I hope
So,
you're enjoying this audio experience.
yeah, let's just wrap this up here.
Let's.
Right, so big shout out. Oh, yeah, that podcast is called Dead Men Talk, by the way. And the link will be in the description. I don't think we mentioned the name yet. But that's a really great show. Link will be in the description. And that's Dead Men Talk. So thank you, Chris, for letting us talk about you on this podcast. And if you have a podcast that you want us to shout out, bloody tell us and we'll do it.
Once again, our socials are MTO Pod.
Do you want me to do it? I thought you were going to do it, but...
I was just saying the Twitter and the Instagram. You can do the email if you want.
Oh, I did you say it? I think
I just said
ICQ must have
MTO
shout
Pod.
out. Oh, I thought you just left it blank for me. I think my Wi-Fi must have cut out briefly. But and then our email is mtoyt@gmail.com if you want to send us something like that. I think it's safe to say our Scary will be returning in some form.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
And we've got we will mention on the socials, but there could be a bit of a turning point in the podcast coming soon. So keep an eye on our socials for that. We're not sure how that's going to go.
We are
But,
playing
yeah.
it by ear.
Yes, as a phrase that you will not stop using, despite my
I
request.
go through phases of saying play it by ear. Like, whenever I'm in one of those phases, whenever there's an unknown, I will use it. I abuse that phrase.
Thank you for tuning into this bullshit podcast. See you in a bit. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, my mic cable really went weird there.